Hello. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I'm excited that you're here with me because this is my very first episode with my new podcast, Without Fear. This podcast is just my way of sharing with you the things that I'm learning about a lifestyle without fear. An entire lifestyle without fear. And of all the topics that I could talk about off the rip, I wanted to start off with marriage. Typically because I've been having a few marriage issues. And in the process of overcoming them, I'm learning a lot. So if you're new here, my name is Rakia. Feel free to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss when I post additional content here. But let me tell you a little bit about me, a little more about me. I'm sure you already know I'm married, but I've been married for a little over 3 years now. Yes, I said that correctly. I've been married for a little over 3 years now, and I am sitting here getting ready to give you some marriage advice. Yes, I am. If you've been married for 25, 30, 50, 60, anybody out there still married for 70 years, they pushing it. That's rare nowadays. But no matter how long you've been married, I have something of value here that I can offer you to make the remainder of your marriage a lot more pleasant. So, let's just sit those egos, check them at the door, and let's see if we can learn from each other. Today's topic is going to be, things that people don't really tell you before you get married. Now, I want to jump right into it. People will tell you that marriage is work, but what they won't tell you is how much work or what type of work it is. This is the first thing that they don't tell you before you get married, right? So people think that just being faithful, that avoiding physical temptations, people feel like that is the only work that there is in maintaining a life with someone in matrimony. In matrimony. Now, it's so much more work than that. You have to work on being kind. You have to work on being considerate. And most importantly, you got to work on yourself, right? You've actually got to work on yourself in a marriage. And I got to tell you, 98 out of every 100 people aren't doing much work on themselves. Just aren't doing much work on themselves. So that's the first thing that they don't tell you before you get married. This actually requires that you grow as a person in order to be successful at it. So just keep that helps. Second, the second thing that they don't tell you is just that, unity and oneness, it's not automatic, but it's actually a reflection of how you accept each other's individuality. And what I mean is, when two people come together, it's challenging because oftentimes we go into it wanting the other person to think as we do, wanting the other person to behave as we do, to make the exact same decisions as we would in all situations. And that is so unrealistic. And so in an effort to unite yourselves, right? In an effort to unite, you actually wind up more divided oftentimes. And so the thing about it is unity, you can't force that. But the easiest way to unite as a pair, as a team, is when you can look at the other person, accept who they are as a person, and also look at yourself and accept who you are as a person. So in accepting that y'all are individual entities, individual people, it really helps you to open up a lane to unify even more as a team, and trust each other more, and handle things differently. It's important to accept that the person you're spending your life with is an individual, and focus on the strengths of your partner. Don't expect them to think and behave as you do. Focusing on the strengths of a partner will, instead of their weaknesses, would really help to push a lot of relationships forward instead of continuously taking steps backwards. Another thing that they don't tell you before you get married is that you're going to make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up when you do. Everybody makes mistakes. Even the most perfect looking couple have disagreements. Hold on, y'all. My children sound like they are about to break through the wall. So even the most perfect looking couple have disagreements. And they have issues to overcome. So just keep that in mind. Another really important thing that they don't tell you before you're married is that the person you actually marry, they will change throughout the years. I'm sorry, anybody going into a marriage thinking that the person I marry on day 1 is the person that I'm gonna be with on year 50, you being unrealistic. Matter of fact, if you go into a marriage thinking the person I marry on day 1 is the same person I'm gonna get on day 2, you're being unrealistic. People change. It is our human nature to be changing, to be growing, to be expanding, to be, making different decisions every day. You're feeling different feelings every day. The person that you marry will change throughout the years, and you're going to change too. And it's important just to remember, just you love through those changes. You accept through those changes. Just always come from a place of love with your spouse, especially in realizing that they're an individual. And just be excited about the growth, and that you now get to have new experiences together. You get to create new desires, new strengths, you get to create together. It's a whole new experience, But yeah, these are some of the things that they don't really tell you before getting married. And I feel like many marriages fail because they never come to this knowledge. And let me just run back down what I'm saying here in case you all are taking notes. People say that it's work, but no one tells you how much work or what type of work it is, right? It's not just being faithful, it's working on you. Unity and oneness isn't automatic, but it's a reflection of accepting each other's individuality, right? Focusing on the strengths of your partner instead of weaknesses, things like that. They don't tell you that you're going to make mistakes, even though everybody makes them. Somehow we still wind up beating ourselves up about that. And that the person you marry will change throughout the years. They're going to change, and so are you. So it's important just to take it one day at a time. Always, shoot from the hip of love. And if you're still here with me right now, don't forget, go ahead and like, subscribe, turn on those notifications. I think we're going to get really deep in talking about marriage. And I've got some really good stuff for you. So please come back and visit me again. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm out.